In today's video, I'm going to modify my PlayStation 5 to look PS2 inspired. Similar to the renderings released not too long ago by this company that was going to sell limited edition PS5s. They never sold them, but the rendering is awesome. So I'd like to do a spin on that, but have it completely reversible so I can go back to stock whenever I so choose, with no damage to the system. So the first thing I do is grab the PlayStation logo from a PlayStation 3 somebody was selling for parts. You can probably find it cheaper than I did. I cut off the back little peg and just used a bit of hot glue. The glue comes off with no damage, so I can just take it off, add a tiny bit more, and reset it if I want it horizontal. The stock PlayStation 5 really is a great canvas for customizing. Plastidip comes in a ton of colors, and if you want to change it, you can just peel it right off. These first couple coats, make sure to do super light. You really want to see the white panel through whatever color you're putting on there. When you're spray painting anything, that initial burst as you start your spray and as you let up from the spray button tends to leave a buildup of paint. So I start and stop each spray off of the panel so that that initial burst of paint doesn't build up and give you lumps of paint and just a bad looking final product. But it doesn't matter how fast or slow you go with this, the key is to keep constant pressure on that cap. Now quite obviously this is not the ideal Plastidip or paint setup. I'm outside, there's a giant tree above me. These things don't affect it too much as long as you're doing those nice light coats. The Plastidip will dry in between coats really quickly if you do them nice and light. As long as you're not caking it on there, it'll be good. The flat black hides it pretty well, masks those slight imperfections that are gonna be there when you paint stuff or Plastidip outside. And before I put the other panel back on, what I'm going to do is add one of these little decals I got from this Flaming Toast website. They all come with the classic colors, which is the one I wanted for this redesign. So we'll go ahead and put that on and see what it looks like. It comes in a little envelope with, like I said, both the color you choose and the classic PS colors. We'll just quickly wipe off that little indent with the isopropyl. I got some 70. Just make sure to let it dry real quick. Easy to put in, it's like a soft vinyl material. So just get it lined up with that bottom, and when it looks pretty lined up, just press it in and it just kind of falls into place. It's pretty easy to get in there. This took me exactly how long you see in the video to do. Now, I don't know the legitimacy of the company behind this rendering. They never actually sold PS5s to anybody, so as far as I know, nobody got scammed. I still don't want to rip off whoever made this awesome rendering and just copy their design blatantly. First off, I'd like to recreate the PS2 stand. Pretty sure you had to buy this separately, but it held the PS2 in the vertical position and it was this cool blue color. I don't know how close I'm going to be able to match it, but I'll give it a try. I'll take the PS5 stand and start by taping up the center portion of it. I don't want to have Plastidip on Plastidip contact or any section that might be tight. So like when I had this on originally, it had a tight fit going around the shell, and I'd rather not scrape the Plastidip off the stand or the PS5. So I'll go ahead and tape up the center portion and I'll just Plastidip the sides blue. Problem is, it's like a painter's tape blue and I need almost like a metallic blue, so I'll have to try something out here. Alright, the old box of spray paint, clear, metallic green, the chrome. Man, that's almost PlayStation 1 gray. Maybe I do a PlayStation 1 inspired one. Repaint this when it's all done. That's what I'm looking for. I think this is going to make the difference. Next thing I want to do is reintroduce the PS2 logo. I found this website that sells the PS5 version of that logo, which is pretty cool. You get the decals not the cheapest thing, the bigger they get. I got mine small, the littlest one, the 3-inch one, so I could cut out the actual logo from there, from the white, and use it as a badge, similar to that rendering. They had like a little blue commemorative badge on the bottom right corner opposite the PS logo. So I'd like to put this back in over there to get that PS2 vibe. Now if you want to go ahead and do it just like the PS2 did, I'd recommend getting either the large or the extra large. These are the small and medium size decals, and they're quality decals too, so you get what you pay for. The total cost of this build was just under $58. You could probably get the PlayStation 3 part a little bit cheaper, and just shop around for the Plastidip. Depending on the color and where you get it, that price really varies drastically. I love how it turned out. PS2 inspired PlayStation 5. If anybody makes their own, tag me in it. C-Line Creates on Instagram. Would love to see what other people come up with. Maybe you do something different. Maybe you just take my idea and go with it. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Keep on creating, and you'll hear me in the next video soon.